Oh,
My agenda that I'm pushing is that Gojo did not dominate the fight with Sukuna.
oh
He
my!
did not.
I
What you mean?
No, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Y'all cooked me. Y'all cooked me when I said that.
Because the people
I
think
wasn't there that day,
because
Miles.
you know what the problem is that people
Don't have
think
me with him.
once Sukuna used Maharaga that means that he can know that means that Gojo won the fight, and that's just not how fights work. That's just not how fights work.
That's not
He,
how fights work. But at the same time, it
this
was
is
a
my
1v3, my nigga. It was
Lonnie,
a 1v3.
doesn't matter.
It was a
Lonnie,
1v3. You had
this
to
is
jump my boy.
damn it. This is my hey yo,
We about to jump you.
right now. I would like to reclaim my time. This is my
Reclaim your time.
I want to reclaim my
Reclaim it.
time. The problem people have is they are upset at the way that Sukuna's powers work. Sukuna's powers work is that if I reincarnate into your body, I can use your curse techniques. That is how his powers work. People are upset that his powers work that way. If he goes to someone's body and his ability is now I can use this person's abilities. Now, something people say is that, well, he learned from Kenjaku. First of all, let's play pretend, right? When does that matter? That's like me saying, well, I count Goku's techniques minus Ultra Instinct, Kamehameha, and Spirit Bomb because he learned from other people. Who gives a damn who he learned it from? It's his ability now. And his ability is I can take your shit and I can use it. So guess what? Gojo thought he could still win. Gojo literally knew he had Gojo knew all these things and lost. Y'all can't call cheating. You can't cry, complain. Gojo knew everything going. He said, I'll win. And he lost. Get over it. Hey man, if you and what I look when the reason I say it's not a back and forth is because how a lot of times with Gege would set up the chapters is it would essentially the tension would shift. Gojo or Sukuna would seemingly have the upper hand and the other would take it back by the end of the chapter. Perfect example is a chapter where Sukuna got hit with the Black Flash. People want to talk about, oh, he hit Sukuna so hard. Mara comes out and cuts Gojo on the chest, and Gojo says the next chapter, dang, I could lose. That means that the advantage shifts back to Sukuna. You may not like to use Maharaga. You can complain about using Maharaga, but doesn't change the fact that that means that Gojo's not dominating. If Gojo says in his brain, damn, I could lose. That to me is like, come on, bro. He would set up the chapters where the flow is one person sees that advantage, it would get taken by the end, and it kept going back and forth each chapter. That's how the fight was structured. You can be upset about it. You can be upset that Sukuna took Magmi's body. You can complain and cry. That's how it happened, bro.
Can I rebuttal now?
Go ahead.
Okay. So you're right. Gojo lost. I acknowledge that. It took me a while. It took me weeks, maybe months. Gojo lost. But I've also had time to reflect.
Oh my gosh.
Maharaga is probably like top 5 strongest beings in the verse right now.
Well, hold on a second. I think Sukuna made him that powerful.
Yes.
I'm just saying, based off its ability to adapt.
He boosts all of the Shikigami.
No.
Yeah, he boosts all the Shikigami. I would say Maharaga by itself.
But his understanding of how it works contributes to his power.
Let me respond to that, Lani. The reason why I would say no is because Sukuna 15 Fingers was just trying to understand how does Maharaga work. Maharaga without being adapted to is not that powerful. It's not. Like
I'm saying,
for example, you just said I can take them on. Like if Maharaga doesn't have time to adapt, it can be beaten. It's the fact that Sukuna is the fact that Gojo could not kill Sukuna quick enough. That was the problem. He said because Gojo was like, I got 4 turns to kill. I have a certain amount of time. I have to beat Sukuna. When that wheel spins 4 times, he would have adapted. And Gojo Lee says at the end of like chapter 231, 232, well, I don't need that much time to kill you. And he didn't do it still. Gojo was saying, I can kill you before your will freeze adapt. I'm gonna kill you before that. He didn't do it.
No, he didn't do it. He didn't do it. He fumbled. But like I said, so Maharaga, there's probably only like around.
You're telling me getting cut across your chest is fumbling now? That's crazy.
No, he failed. He lost. But there's probably only like around 3 to 4 characters in the verse currently that could like one-shot Maharaga. That I like what? Sukuna, Gojo, Kenjaku, Yuta, and then maybe who was the other?
I think Kashimo and Hikari could probably beat Maharaga. Like at least that.
I don't know what move Hikari has that can one-shot Maharaga. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't
know. All I know is that until Maharaga adapts, those characters are just more powerful than him.
Yeah,
Kashimo, I will give you because obviously he's just like gets super strong.
Kashimo is like the Gojo of his era. He's not stronger than Gojo before people start crying, but he's of his era. He was the Gojo.
But yeah, Sukuna is the strongest.
Either.
I didn't want to admit it. Sukuna is the strongest. But Gojo was 10 toes down throughout that whole fight. Yes, it was back and forth.
It was a good fight. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it was a good fight. It was back and forth. It was back and forth. But also, Sukuna being number 1 in the verse, Maharaga arguably being top 5, 6, or whatever. Yes, it's all Sukuna's power, but still Gojo fighting the number 1 and number 5, 6 at the same time. That's a feat in itself. I'm sorry.
He's top 2. He's top 2.
Yeah, he's top 2.
There's nothing.
agree.
Yeah,
he's top 2. So yeah, he lost the fight, but at the same time, if freaking Muhammad Ali is getting beat by Mike Tyson and Sugar Ray Leonard, I'm not gonna be like,
hold on a second.
You still lost because
hold on a second.
Muhammad Ali's still gonna think, oh, I'm gonna win, because that's just his mentality. He's gonna be like, I'm gonna win, but at the same time, we all know he's probably gonna get knocked the hell out.
Hold on a second. Is it part of Mike Tyson's boxing ability to control Sugar Ray and use his?
Yeah, he tagged him in with his glove.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's not the same thing. What you just described is like if Sukuna and Yuta jumped him, but him using his ability to take Megumi's body is not the same thing as me getting.
Yeah, I no longer have a problem with that. I came over that.
Hey, as long as we're on the same page, bro. Because
one and number 5 fighting number 2, and number 2 still almost coming out.
No, it's Maharaga is just it's a curse technique. He's not.
Yeah, but it's still number 5 or 6 in the verse.
But
it is.
It's the same thing.
We all saw it going Michael Phelps last episode. We all saw it.
But it's more like it's an ability though. It's like it's not looked at as this is a person. It's an ability you use.
Well, I
did want to say when it comes to Maharaga, like, because I did love the fact in the last episode how even though like he doesn't have a face or anything, like you can clearly see like it does have a sense of self almost when it was fighting Sukuna, like when it was smiling and when it was making different expressions. It did like have like it wasn't like a person, but it did have like its own little personality, which I felt like they did accentuate more than like what it was in the manga, because it would grin every now and then, but I felt like in the episode, like you really got to see like, oh no, it just wants to fight, like it's enjoying itself with Sukuna, because Sukuna was enjoying the chaos and enjoying the destruction, and then Maharaga, I felt like got on that same wavelength, was also enjoying itself at the same time.
Yeah, he did his thing. I mean, I'm with Ty. I was one of those people who's like, bro, y'all are overreacting with Sukuna, and he did his thing. He did what he had to do, and he killed Gojo. R.I.P. You know what I'm saying?